Now today, Hindu right-wing bodies have staged a massive protest in Chauda Maidan in Himachal's capital of Shimla in the vicinity of the Vidhan Sabha. They demand demolish an illegal mosque in Sanjoli. The Thursday protest was a fallout of an attack on a businessman in the Malyana area on September 1st, allegedly by some people from the Muslim community. In the immediate wake of this incident, people gathered in Malyana, which is an area outside Sanjoli, and demanded the demolition of a mosque there. The Hindu bodies have alleged that outsiders are coming to Himachal Pradesh in droves and have demanded that the government verify their identity and register their trades. At the same time, Himachal's Rural Development Minister Anirudh Singh has demanded an investigation into the mosque's construction and claimed it had caused social unrest. Meanwhile, Hyderabad MP and All India Majlis-e-Ittihadul Muslimin, which is the AIMIM's leader Asaduddin Owaisi, has criticized Congress over its stance on the issue. And this is the question that he's asked: is the Himachal government run by BJP or Congress? Now, as far as the heated debate in the Himachal Assembly that took place, this is what the Congress leaders were also demanding, as did Anirudh Singh and Harish Janartha as they clashed. So clearly, there was also a rift within the Congress party on the stance on this entire issue. No tension in the area, this is what Harish Janartha has said. And that the mosque was built before 1960, that is again what Janartha has said. Additional stories have been constructed illegally in 2010, and not only outsiders but local Muslims are living in this mosque. This is again what Janartha said, that it was illegally constructed, and the toilets which were also illegally constructed have already been demolished. Now, Himachal Minister Anirudh Singh on the floor of the House said that number of Muslim Tehbazaris is not 190, which was in fact maintained in the record so far, but is 1,900. The minister has also gone on to say that Tehbazaris, or in fact the license to hawk, is permitted only to people who are permanent residents of Himachal Pradesh, who are Himachalis. The minister has also gone on to say that the permit to outsiders should be cancelled. This is a demand that has been posed by Anirudh Singh. Remember, it's also clubbed with the fears that there's also a demographic change, as illegal immigrants like the Rohingyas are also taking over the state. That brings us to the big question on the Shimla mosque issue. The illegal mosque controversy, is the demand for demolition in fact even justified?
ये प्रोटेस्ट इसलिए है कि यहाँ पे जो बाहर से मुस्लिम आए हैं उनको हम नहीं चाहते कि वो यहाँ के दंगे प्रसाद करें। हमको ही मतलब यहाँ के हम लोकल वासी हैं, ये लोग हमको मारे आके, इसलिए हम ये कर रहे हैं कि बाहर वालों को जो भी रोंगे आ रहे हैं उन लोगों को आप लोग स्टॉप करें।
संजौली में एक छोटा सा लैंड स्पेस था जिसमें काफ़ी टाइम पहले किसी ने कब्जा किया था, और कब्जा करते करते उसने कई मल्टी स्टोरी बिल्डिंग वहाँ पर बना दी, और बीच इसमें ये मस्जिद का एक निर्माण किया गया है, और उसके नज़दीक बहुत सारे स्कूल है, बहुत सारे मंदिर है, लक्ष्मी नारायण मंदिर, कई सैकड़ों वर्ष पुराना मंदिर बिल्कुल उसके साथ है।
वक्फ बोर्ड द्वारा दिनांक 16/10/2012 को जारी अनापत्ति प्रमाण पत्र प्रस्तुत किया गया, जो कि प्रधान संजौली मस्जिद कमेटी के पक्ष में निम्न आशय के साथ जारी किया गया था।
Mr. Thakur, I have with me Mr. Danish Qureshi of AIMIM. AIMIM का कहना है कि ये सिर्फ मुस्लिम्स को टारगेट किया जा रहा है, और आज कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट भी बीजेपी की भाषा बोल रही है।
देखिए, इसमें इस तरह का कोई विषय नहीं है। पहली बात तो इस बात को लेकर बड़ा स्पष्ट होने की आवश्यकता है कि कंस्ट्रक्शन इलीगल है, और ये धीरे धीरे लॉन्ग बैक 2010 का ये मामला है, जब कंप्लेंट हुई थी। एक दर्जी आया था जिसने दर्जी के लिए वहां पर एक ढारा बनाया था दुकान के लिए, बाद में 5-7 लोग और लेकर के आ गया, और उसके बाद ये बढ़ता गया, स्ट्रक्चर परमानेंट बनाते गए, कब्जा करते करते फिर स्ट्रक्चर खड़ा कर दिया। गवर्नमेंट लैंड है, और ये वक्फ बोर्ड की लैंड भी नहीं है, किसी व्यक्ति की लैंड भी नहीं। इस बात को लेकर के पिछले कल विधानसभा के अंदर जो है वो सारी चर्चा का उत्तर देते हुए मंत्री ने भी कहा है लेकिन मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि अगर इलीगल है तो नियम के मुताबिक कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए, क्यों नहीं होनी चाहिए? और नियम के मुताबिक ही कार्रवाई के लिए हम बात कर रहे हैं। और दूसरी बात, सबसे बड़ी बात है कि अनफॉर्चुनेट पार्ट ये है कि जब हिमाचल प्रदेश में कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार बनी 2022 में, तो सरकार बनने के बाद मुख्यमंत्री का पहला बयान यह था कि मैंने जहां 97% हिंदू रहते हैं वहां भारतीय जनता पार्टी हिंदूवादी पार्टी को हराया। और ऐसी चीजों के कारण कुछ लोगों के हौसले बढ़ जाते हैं, और ये एक उसमें से एक उदाहरण इस तरह का है ये। और हौसले बढ़े और उसका परिणाम ये हुआ, कंस्ट्रक्शन लगातार चलती रही, और उसके कारण जब कन्फ्लिक्ट कहीं और किसी बात को लेकर के हुआ तब ध्यान में आया। तो अब मुझे लगता है कि हमारा मानना यह है, चाहे कांग्रेस पार्टी के लोग हैं चाहे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के, इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन है, और इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन में जिस प्रकार से कानून के मुताबिक कार्रवाई होती है उस प्रकार से कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए।
चाहे वो AIMIM हो या फिर कांग्रेस हो, वो ये भी पलट के कह सकते हैं कि इसी देवभूमि में जब ये इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन हुआ था वो 2010 में हुआ, पिछली सरकार भी आप ही की थी, तो बीजेपी क्यों नहीं कुछ कर पाई?
नहीं, देखिए, एक बात मैं बड़ा स्पष्ट कर रहा हूं, ये अननोटिस्ड गया किस वजह से? क्योंकि कंस्ट्रक्शन अंदर अंदर हुई है, ये अंदर अंदर से इस प्रकार से खड़ी हुई है ये, और अननोटिस्ड जाने नहीं चाहिए थी। हम इस बात को लेकर के भी कह रहे हैं, और इसके लिए हम ये भी कह रहे हैं कि जो वहां पर जो जिन लोगों की जिम्मेवारी थी उनसे भी पूछताछ होनी चाहिए, क्यों नोटिस क्यों नहीं हुई है। और दूसरी बात, जब 2010 में केस ऑलरेडी रजिस्टर्ड है म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन में इसका, और उसके बावजूद भी इस पर कार्रवाई नहीं हो पाई, तो ये मुझे लगता है कि अनफॉर्चुनेट पार्ट है। तो अब जब नोटिस आ गया है, ये सारा ध्यान में आ गया है, तो इस पर कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। इसमें कोई धर्म से इसको ज्यादा इस तरह से जोड़ करके हम चीजों को कहें तो मुझे लगता है कि उसकी आवश्यकता नहीं है।
जयराम जी, ये भी कहा जा रहा है कि अभी तक कांग्रेस एकजुट होकर एक स्टैंड नहीं ले पा रही थी, क्योंकि जो है अनिरुद्ध सिंह ने, जो वहाँ के रूरल डेवलपमेंट मिनिस्टर हैं, उन्होंने जाके असेंबली में पूरी तरह से इंफॉर्मेशन जब शेयर की, तब विक्रमादित्य सिंह भी आगे बढ़े हैं। आपको लगता है कि इस पूरे इलीगल कंस्ट्रक्शन की वजह से इस मॉस्क के कांग्रेस की जो डुप्लिसिटी है या जो हिपोक्रेसी है वो भी बाहर आई है?
बिल्कुल सही बात कही आपने। कांग्रेस की हिपोक्रेसी वो जो है एक्सपोज हुई है, बुरी तरह से एक्सपोज हुई है इस सारी बात को लेकर के। और मैं देख रहा हूं कि मुख्यमंत्री किसी और दिशा में बोल रहे हैं, मंत्री किसी और दिशा में बोल रहे हैं, और मेजॉरिटी कांग्रेस के MLA जो है वो इसका विरोध कर रहे हैं। मुख्यमंत्री जी को स्वाभाविक रूप से मुझे लगता है कि ऊपर से कोई संदेश आ गया होगा, और संदेश का आ गया होगा उनको, संदेश के आदेश ही आता उनको, तो इस कारण से वो दाएं बाएं करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। लेकिन हम ये कह रहे हैं कानून व्यवस्था बनी रहे सौहार्दपूर्ण माहौल में, लेकिन गलत को गलत कहने की हिम्मत मुख्यमंत्री में होनी चाहिए, और गलत हुआ है तो कार्रवाई भी होनी चाहिए। उनका मंत्री ही जब कह रहा है।
आखिरी सवाल यही पूछूंगी जयराम जी कि क्या आप बीजेपी और उनके कार्यकर्ताओं की ओर से आश्वासन देते हैं कि जो भी प्रोटेस्ट होंगी वो पीसफुल होंगी? बहुत से मुसलमान कह रहे हैं कि हिमाचल का मुसलमान डरा हुआ है, उनको उस तरह का प्रोटेक्शन मिलेगा क्या? जो है शांति और अमन कायम रहेगा?
देखिए, हम इस बात को लेकर सुनिश्चित कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये बहुत ऐसा एक मामला बन चुका है जिसमें बहुत सारे लोग बीच में हैं। हमारा नियंत्रण पूरी तरह से सारी चीजों पर हो, ये अगर पार्टी का कार्यक्रम होता तो निश्चित रूप से होता, लेकिन फिर भी उसके बावजूद हम अपील भी कर रहे हैं, हम आग्रह भी कर रहे हैं अपने सब साथियों से कि कोई भी वायलेंस की आवश्यकता नहीं है, और इसमें कानून के मुताबिक कार्रवाई होने देना चाहिए।
जी, Mr. Jairam Thakur, it was a pleasure to have you here on CNN News 18. Thank you so much for giving us your precious time. All right, and with that, let me now open the debate. And Radhika Khera, who is the spokesperson of the BJP, continues to stay with us, as does Dr. Nikul Patel, who is a leader from the Congress party. Many thanks to you, Radhika, and Dr. Patel for staying on. Dr. Patel, 44 hearings since the year 2010. Your government is in power since 2022, not to forget the previous tenures as well. Having said that, why no action and why wake up today suddenly?
See, firstly, if allegation is on the National Congress, then definitely the allegation will go on Bharatiya Janata Party too.
Right.
As rightly stated by our member of Legislative Assembly, that 2010 was the initiation of this, and from 2012 to 2023, I think the Simla Nagar Nigam is ruled by Bharatiya Janata Party, and if the former Chief Minister is stating that it has gone out of notice, that is again a questionable mark, because it's a matter of Nagar Nigam and not the Legislative Assembly. Now, once the matter is brought to the notice by our own Congress MLA, now it is being come to notice, and we are definitely, our Chief Minister is also telling that no one will be spared, and whatever illegal construction is done by whomsoever, we will be putting it down. So that is what the commitment and the thing is given by the Congress, will be not be sparing anyone. That is what our government is also telling, and our MLA had brought into the notice. That is a big thing.
All right, Radhika, of course, as you heard, what Dr. Nikul Patel is also posing, the questions are also being posed to the BJP. Not to forget that in 2017, the first mayor from BJP was also elected. Not to forget that your government was also very much in power for several years. As I can also say, Jairam Thakur's government from 2017 up until 2022, from 2007 up until 2012 was Prem Kumar Dhumalji's government.
Well, there were alternate governments, and as equal time there was a Congress government also. So the question saying that blaming one person ki aapne nahi dekha, usne dekha, the fact is now if the Congress MLA has brought it up, the government should take immediate action. And first, I think before bringing it up, he should have at least discussed it with this house. We are of the very opinion, and absolutely we stand on that, that if there is an illegal construction in the name of a mosque or anything, it should be brought down. There should be no illegal construction allowed. If a common man ends up extending even 10 feet of his shop or house, his electricity is cut, there are lots of, lots of things that he has to face. So why should anyone, just because they belong to a particular community, they be protected? So law is equal for everyone. Law sees no caste, law sees no religion. So it should be equal for a common man as for even a mosque. But now the problem that is there is that the Congress is fighting amongst itself. One section of the Congress is very hyper that why has this man raised it, why the MLA has raised it. Now what the MLA has even gone on to say is that the populations of Muslims is increasing in Himachal. That the way that the Congress people are talking, and then they accuse us that हम हिंदू मुसलमान करते हैं. खुद क्या कर रहे हैं? You're talking about Muslim population increasing. Well, if your MLA is talking about that, why do you have a problem when Himanta Biswa Sarma says something? So they have to, cannot be.
That's actually a very good point. Dr. Nikul Patel, you will have to answer that, because also not to forget that if there is an issue about demographic change brought in by illegal immigrants, and perhaps what you mean is Rohingyas also, then the demographic changes have not happened overnight. I'm sure you'll agree.
See, illegal immigrant is a question in the entire nation, and wherever, if it is in Assam or Himachal Pradesh, definitely it's a collaborative work. And
but in Himachal, the case gets more special considering Article 371 as well. I'm sure you'll agree.
Yeah, I know it, and my Bharatiya Janata Party friend is telling that it's a problem of the Congress. I would like to say we don't have any problem among us. It's what we want to build a perception. It's really wrong. If you have not taken any action, then kindly accept it on a national television that Congress is not doing the thing. If you are comparing with Assam Chief Minister, it's really, really disgusting that your CM is telling that it's a matter of life and death for me to stay in a state. That is what the big question now the country is asking you. Because if a chief minister is not safe in his own state, who are you telling of law and order situation? Now, when it comes to Himachal Pradesh, definitely people are showing their view towards the demolition of the mosque. And we, as an elected government, are with the people of the Himachal Pradesh, and will definitely take the due action, whatever is required, and no one will be spared in it, what our Chief Minister said, and it is a very good part that the MLA had brought to the notice of the Legislative Assembly, though it's a matter of...
But Anirudh Singh himself has said that, the Chief Minister...
has failed to take any action.
No, but Dr. Patel, Anirudh Singh himself has said that the Chief Minister should look into the police background. There needs to be a record of their identification in terms of who are these illegal immigrants coming in from Bangladesh or Pakistan. Let me bring in Radhika, because then is the analogy justified? Because that's precisely what even Himanta Biswa Sarma in Assam is saying. Radhika, that question's for you.
I couldn't hear you. Your voice.
No, I'm
was breaking.
saying
Can you
that,
please repeat
you
the
know,
question?
Anirudh Singh today has himself said that it's time that the Chief Minister also takes note of identification issues and checks illegal immigration, whether it is Bangladesh or even Pakistan. And that's also been a concern raised in
That's exactly what I
Assam.
just said, that the minister. See, the Congress MLA has gone on record to say that the government needs to keep a check on who's coming to stay in the state and who's not. That is, so he's himself accepting that the government has no idea what is happening in the state. The Chief Minister has no idea, which is why is the condition of Himachal Pradesh, the exchequer is horrible. The state has gone bankrupt. You promised freebies. You let people from, you let Rohingyas come in. You let people from Bangladesh come in and settle over here. Why? Because you wanted to create your vote bank, which is why you were protecting the masjid as well. Which is why you never took action when Veerbhadraji was the chief minister, because you needed those votes. Those votes don't come to us. They go to the Congress. So who is the one who is responsible for ensuring that? So you cannot say that we protected the mosque. First, the Congress has to decide whether they want to call us anti-Muslim or not. If you call us anti-Muslim, if you say we only think about the Hindus, then why are you blaming it on us that we did not ensure that the masjid was taken? Now, you are very, like I said, the Congress is very confused. They don't know what stand to take because the MLA has got them into a situation where they can't even hide. They have now exposed, their hypocrisy has been exposed right in front of the vote bank that they got.
All right.
from 1990.
I'd like Dr.
Their
Vipul Patel to
hypocrisy
come up
is
with
now
a rebuttal
out in
to
the
that,
open.
Radhika, because it's not just you. In fact, interestingly today, even Asaduddin Owaisi has in fact clubbed both the BJP and the Congress in the same category. He's saying that the Congress has started speaking the same language of the BJP. Dr. Patel.
See, firstly, I would like to say that we are discussing about the illegal immigrants, and definitely, if you see last 10 years, Modi government is into the play, and if international borders are not secure.
No, but that's
I
what
don't
the
understand
AIMIM is also
what my
saying. They're
friend is
saying that
saying
Muslims
about
are
Congress.
not
I don't
protected
understand
under the
that.
Congress rule in
Now
Himachal
it comes
Pradesh.
to demographic
They're saying that
changes.
Muslims
If
are
we are-
not
if-
safe under the Congress rule in Himachal Pradesh. What would you like to say
we are
to
here in the
even
larger interest
Asaduddin
of
Owaisi?
our indigenous people. See, OAC, whatever OAC wants to speak is a different thing. My friend is telling that illegal immigrants are coming to the country. International borders are under purview of the state government or the national government. That is the first question. Second thing, if she is telling that still illegal immigrants are coming to the state and there is a demographic changes, then it's a challenge to the Modi government. Why it is happening so? Secondly, if there is a confusion between the Congress, if they want to say then it's a wrong perception, they want to build. We are with the constitution and we believe that we are for the people of the country and we are in the larger interest of the indigenous people, and that is what our MLA is telling, that we will not spare anyone, those who are illegal and those who are not able to, those who are illegal construction into the Nagar Nigam will be demolished.
All right. So then perhaps that also indicates that you will be demolishing those illegal constructions done over that mosque after 1960, perhaps from 2010 onwards. Many thanks to you, Dr. Patel and Radhika, for joining in on Plain Speak and sharing those precious insights with us. But with that, let's now shift focus